Hi guys, Ivan and Susan here from Vloggers on the Loose. Today we're in a suburb that rarely gets a mention, guys. It's a suburb called Koongamia. Koongamia, that's K-O-O-N-G-A-M-I-A. Koongamia. So Koongamia is near the Perth Hills, and it's about 22 kilometres east of the Perth CBD. And this suburb was originally a state housing commission suburb a long time ago, but we've taken the drive around and there's still a lot of the old state houses here in the area. So a lot of these houses here in Koongamia, guys, because it used to be a state housing commission area, built out of fibro cement, or there could also be asbestos in it, who knows. We don't know if we're going to actually get around to walk around the suburb, because we have seen a few stray dogs running around, so it's a bit iffy. You can hear the dogs barking now also. But we're in a little car park here, and it's just vacant land behind us. You can see a kids play area over there, and if you whiz the camera around, you can see a few houses over there. They'd probably be still state housing and that. And believe it or not, Koongamia actually had a rail line going through here, only for a very brief period from 1960 to 1962. Then they shut it down. So we might just take a little walk around the area. Or not a walk around, sorry, we'll take a drive around rather, because we have seen two big stray dogs running loose. So we don't really want to get mauled. So we'll take a little cruise around and show you guys around. Okay guys, so we're just going to do a bit of a cruise around Koongamia. And that little play area there looks quite good. It's quite full actually. There's a lot of people in there mucking around. Look at this, guys. Things are a bit rough and ready over here. Check this fence out. So, like I did say, this is an old state housing commission area. So a lot of the state housing still stands here. It's a very small suburb. There's only 990 residents in the area. I mean, the people, they look as if they're looking after the houses. The houses are pretty old. Some of them are looking after the houses, some aren't. Typical for these type of areas. It's not too far from the city. I think I mentioned it's only 22 kilometres from the city. And there is a bus service. Look at this house here. These two gardens are quite neat, or three gardens in a row, even four gardens in a row, reasonably neat for the area. There's not a lot of houses for sale here. We've only seen one, and that's a bailiff auction. So obviously the people are being forced to sell because they haven't been paying their mortgage or whatever. And there's a new house here, but check this out, guys. Someone's come in and smashed all the windows in front. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but it's a brand new house under construction. Now there are a few of these here in the area that we've noticed. That's under construction. And yeah, I don't know why they would come over there and smash the windows in the house. But this isn't the first suburb we've seen in Perth that had brand new houses smashed up like that. We've seen quite a few. So I don't know what these people are doing, why they're smashing up brand new houses. Because one day, if it is kids doing it, one day you kids are going to actually build a house, believe it or not. And if someone smashes your brand new house up, you're certainly not going to like it. So guys, don't smash houses up. It's not good. It just forces the prices up also. So here's an old house here. This one here would be an original old state housing house over there. And that'd be yeah guys, this here's the house over here. That's actually on a bailiff's auction. That one there with the caravan in front. So that's going to be auctioned off. Doesn't look too appealing, guys, to be honest. But just getting back to that other house that I spotted before, it's built out of fibro cement. So there could even be some asbestos in there. There would be asbestos. Any house built before if my memory serves me correct, any house built before 1994, I think it is, would have some form of asbestos in it. So be very careful when you're dealing with asbestos. You need to get professionals in to remove it if it's big quantities of the stuff. There's an old house here that's empty by the looks of it. That one there is empty. Might still be owned by the government, state housing. I don't know. But yeah, here's a big house here, guys. That's just been built also. Check this out. This is quite nice. I don't know if they've overcapitalised, to be honest, for the area. This is a brand new house. People are in it. Yeah, they might have overcapitalised. But hey, who knows? I've spoken about this before. These ugly duckling suburbs usually become really, really nice suburbs. Because look what's straight ahead of us there. There's the Perth Hills over there. So hills suburbs are usually quite expensive. So that there is the suburb, the escarpment, and what they call the escarpment. So who knows, people start selling these houses off, and these cheap houses, and they're people build big ones like we just saw over there. This suburb could really take off, because at the moment, guys, the median price in this suburb is 387,000 Australian dollars. Now that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Hey mate, the people seem friendly over here. Guy just waved over to us and said g'day. So they're nice people. I mean, the reason we're not out and walking, guys, is because we did see 2 stray dogs. Here's an old Holmes West house here. It's typical of Holmes West houses, that one. Yeah, we did see 2 stray dogs, and these dogs looked a bit rough. So we don't really want to get mauled by a dog, so we decided to drive around the suburb instead of walk. Look at this here. This one here is yeah, got their veranda, but they've just covered it up with shade cloth. Doesn't look too appealing. So guys, this is Koongamia. Some decent houses and some not so decent houses. Like in every suburb. So on that note, guys, I think we'll wind up this video here on Koongamia, and we're going to go to another suburb that's next to Koongamia, called Boya. Boya, and we'll do a comparison of the two suburbs. So we'll see you in Boya shortly. Okay guys, Ivan and Susan here again from Vloggers on the Loose, and we're in the suburb of Boya, like I talked about, and we're comparing Boya with Koongamia, price-wise and amenity-wise and all that type of thing. So Boya is actually about 23 kilometres from the Perth CBD, and quite a nice area. It looks a little bit safer than Koongamia. Some nice houses over here, guys. Mind you, this area, the blocks are much bigger than Koongamia. In saying that, Koongamia's blocks are reasonable size. You'd get the 800 square metre blocks over there in Koongamia, but over here you'd probably get 1,000 square metres upwards. You might even get a couple of acres out here. People have got a couple of acres. It's hard to tell because there's a lot of vegetation, as you can see. So it's even hard to film people's houses because of the long driveways and the big blocks out here. You can hear a lot of noises. There's a house right on the hill there. So Boya is actually a suburb very close to the escarpment, or the Perth Hills as they call it. And the name Boya actually derived from a Noongar word, which is an Aboriginal word for rock, because this area over here was famous for its granite quarries. So there was a lot of granite mining happening here in the early days. And a little bit of history for you guys. This here would probably be some granite over here. See this? People's just put in a tiny little retaining wall there, so that'd be granite from the local area. The Fremantle Harbour was actually built from the rock, from the granite quarried from this area. And also the two moles in Fremantle in the harbour, the South Mole and the North Mole, were built from the granite quarried from this area. So interesting little fact there. So you can't really see people's gardens here, guys, because they've got a lot of trees and stuff in the way. But it's a hills area. There's a bus there, so the bus comes through this area, and the bus does come through here and takes you into Midland or the city or wherever. From Midland you can actually catch a train into the Perth CBD. So this is quite a small area, guys, Boya. Boya has only got a population of 647 people. And it only covers an area of less than 2 square kilometres, 1.857 to be exact, square kilometres. So a tiny area, big blocks in the area, and only a small population. My type of suburb. I might consider selling my house and moving out here. It's very peaceful out here, very peaceful. But I'm one of those people, guys, that like a new house, and I'll probably have to bulldoze an old house to build a new house. So, but it is quite a nice area out here, very nice. Very peaceful, like I said, few cars and around. People are starting to wake up now, because when we arrived here, there were hardly any cars around. Now they're coming from everywhere. And also, guys, I'm wearing a t-shirt today, as you noticed, so it's quite a pleasant day in Perth today also. It's going to be about 23 degrees. Yesterday in our area it reached 27, which is good. So I was wearing a t-shirt then also. But yeah, it's just beautiful weather today. Yeah, clear skies and 23 degrees. There's a nice little house there, right on the road. So that one's not overgrown with vegetation or anything. I don't know how big the block is there because it's very hard to tell. Because what I've noticed is a lot of these places don't have fences around them, or the type of fences that you would have in suburbia, because blocks are so big it costs them an absolute fortune to put a flash fence around it. There you go, guys. Someone's had their Hungry Jacks for the day and they've just chucked it out the car window. Not good. So these gardens here and this house here looks quite neat. They look really neat. They look good. Well kept. And you can see the driveways, guys, is just bitumen driveways or asphalt driveways, whatever country you're from, whatever you call them. And it's just a rough and ready driveway because it is sort of part, well, it's not the country, but it's not even an outer suburb. It's only 23 kilometres from the Perth CBD. But it's houses built on big blocks, so to pave a long driveway like that, it costs you an absolute fortune, so people just put bitumen down. Here's a water pipe going through here. Or I'm assuming it's a water pipe, I think it is. And you can see it over there, that'll take water to probably into the suburb. There's a nice house over there, guys, on stilts. Quite a nice looking house. Bit of water flowing in this, where this water pipe also. You can see the water below the pipe there. It's like a little, I don't know, part of the river system or something flowing through there also. Anyway, guys, in the suburb here, there's no schools in Boya, so you'll have to go to other areas for schooling, like Alina Valley, Darlington, and Greenmount, and Koongamia, which has got a small primary school in there, in that suburb. So, guys, the median price in Boya for a house is 765,000 Australian dollars. And the median price of a block of land, because we couldn't see any units over here, obviously, because they're all on big blocks, these houses, so there's no units in this area. So the median price for a block of land is 387,500 Australian dollars. That'll get you a fair size block, probably 2,000 square metre block or something. So the cheapest block that we saw in the area is 389,000, and that's actually a 3,021 square metre block for 389,000. That's only the block, guys, so you'll have to build your house on top of that block. And if you're thinking of that, also allow for site works. Site works in an area where there's granite can cost you easily 200,000 Australian dollars if they hit granite. Look at this over here. This is Boya Community Centre. That looks like quite a nice modern community centre. I don't know how long it's been there. It looks fairly new. And look at this house on this side here, guys. This is quite a big house over here, big double story. It's nothing flash, but it looks quite nice. Yeah, this must be a motorbike. Look at this motorbike here. It's just a group of bikers just going for a country drive. They usually do this here in Perth. A group of guys and girls get together and they go for their little country days more over there. There's a lot of them. There's probably about 30 of them that passed us now. And that looks pretty cool. Some nice bikes. So that's a bit noisy. I don't know if you guys can hear me. It's very noisy. Anyway, guys, there's no houses listed for sale in the suburb, by the way. Don't know if I mentioned that. There's none at all. So the difference, I guess you guys want to know the difference between the two suburbs and the median price. So the difference between the median price in the two suburbs, bear in mind that Boya is, the houses here are built on huge blocks. So the difference is 378,000 Australian dollars between the median price in Boya and Koongamia. So it's quite a big difference. But the houses over here in Boya are fairly nice houses on big blocks, and Koongamia, the houses over there are pretty old, but like I said before, guys, these sleepy suburbs and these suburbs that are rarely mentioned usually take off if people move in there. There's a lot of new construction actually going on over there in Koongamia, what we've noticed, and people are building quite big houses. So you might be on a good thing if you like. If you want to move out this way to the Perth Hills, Koongamia is, I think, the cheapest suburb in or near the Perth Hills. So what do you think of these two suburbs, guys? Would you live here? Do you live here? Let us know in the comments below. There's a nice house through there. That's their driveway going in there. The gated driveway there. Looks quite nice. Nice little house. So let us know in the comments below. And we might just wind it up over here on the two suburbs of Boya and Koongamia. And guys, please, if you don't mind subscribing, that'll be great. And also hit that like button, that helps also. And we'll see you guys in the next video.